me up a glass.
Bang it.
We be sounding pretty funny. Laugh until you cramping, you can feel it in your tummy. Shows every week, gotta keep 'em on deck. Talking hella trash, but with all due respect. We got Kai, Zay, and Chad. Get into the topics like they're getting into the bag. Thank you for your time. Now please sit back and relax. The show's about to start. Turn the volume to the max.
Hey guys. What's up, guys?
Oh, hi. Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, that's a ghost. Is that a ghost?
Who is it?
Who is
Is that
that?
a ghost?
Who's there?
Is that Chad? Is that the guy?
Woo.
Is that the
This
legend?
is your friendly neighborhood East Park podcast ghost.
My name is Xavier, like always.
My name is Kylie.
Yo, what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Chad.
Yo, so a little different this week. Obviously, with all this bullshit going on with this crazy ass virus, we have to
Coronavirus.
we got to make sure we do our part and stay away from each other if we don't live together, not hang out and shit like that. I've been busting everybody's ass talking about like, yo, you motherfuckers going to parties and shit like that. You have just as much fucking ability to spread the virus and stuff like that as anybody else, whatever. And then we can't just come together right after that saying that and then do a whole podcast together. So Chad is at his
It would
house.
be pretty hypocritical.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa. Voice
was
cracked
that?
a little. You shaved your face and now your voice is just
Now I'm a bitch.
cracking.
I'm a bit.
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
So with that being said, Chad is at his house. He's hanging out there. But obviously, because we're dedicated to making sure we bring you
Of
guys.
course. Hey, I'm still here, all right?
The
I'm
best
here, but I'm
content.
not here.
You're here in spirit. You're here in
Yeah.
acoustic spirit.
It feels so strange.
It really does. It really does.
It does
Definitely
feel
does.
weird because, like, I don't know.
It's weird
It's
because you're
different.
still here, but I'm not like looking at you and shit. It's really
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's funny. I can see you guys, but you guys can't see me.
Yeah, that is
That
kind of
is
weird, bro.
funny.
Stop
Creep.
Isn't that
stalking us
real weird? That's really
Freak.
weird.
on some stalker shit right now, dude.
I got a new chair.
Yeah, Kylie got a
What
new chair.
is
right
up? Do you guys
Damn,
like it?
That does look fucking
It does
nice.
look nice.
Uh,
It
Ky-
looks like it belongs here.
Kylie, obviously she has a new chair, but she can't leave her blanket behind.
I can't. It's still here.
If
Don't you
if any
worry.
sponsor that we get, it should be a blanket company.
A blanket sponsor? Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be solid.
I mean, it would
Dude, I
only
only
make
got like 2
sense.
blankets. I kind of need a blanket.
What? I got hella.
Well,
I have way
I
too
got
many.
mine.
If you're into knitting,
4.
If you're into knitting,
hit us up.
do we have an offer for you?
Do we have an offer?
Boy, oh boy,
Boy, oh boy.
we definitely have an offer for you. So all right, this week's podcast, Chad, we can hear that clicking like loud as fuck.
Oh shit, my bad. Oh shit, my keyboard's loud.
Yeah, you got one of those like super clicky ones.
I kind of
Oh,
like
yeah, dude,
those.
listen to this.
I like the response. I love the response. This week's episode's gonna be a little different, obviously. We have a lot of shit to talk about as far as shit with the coronavirus and stuff like that. I had a lot of conversation with people, and just things going on in the world in general related to the coronavirus and everything like that. Obviously, it's the biggest thing going on in the world right now. Places like ESPN aren't even basically showing like sports at this moment. Like they're doing like
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, it's weird.
Damn, it's crazy. It's gotten pretty crazy.
for sure, absolutely. Chad is in the chat. I don't know. Let's start from the top. First of all, Ohio finally issued their lockdown.
Their lockdown.
Stay at
Quote
home.
unquote.
This is the reason why I am not at the studio right now.
Yeah, pretty much. And so the rules are all non-essential jobs, you have
Cody.
to stay home. Check out the gamer keyboard. You have to stay home. You can still go outside, walk your dog, go to the park. Just stay away from people. Don't congregate in big groups and shit like that, which is doable if you can't do that. Like the thing that I thought is funny is that like growing up, all of us are like, I work this job because I want to grow up and I want to live this comfortable life and I don't have to do shit and stuff like that. And now we're given the opportunity to not do shit, and people seem to
Can't
like
not
they can't
do
follow
shit.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny as fuck. But yeah,
I'm fine with it. This is literally the dream.
Me and
I'm
Kylie-
living the dream.
Chad, me and Kylie spent 8 hours today playing The Sims.
8 fucking
8
hours.
hours?
Straight hours
Damn.
too. Straight hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No breaks. We cooked while we played. Fucking well, Kylie cooked. but-
Hey,
I cooked, obviously.
what did you make?
I
Like,
that's literally that was me in high school. Like, dude, I'd get out of high school. Either I go home and play video games for the rest of the day,
Yeah.
or I am hanging out with my friends, which was every Friday maybe.
Fucking love The Sims. You should see my houses.
We build fat ass mansions, bro. Like our
You guys got a
fucking
mansion?
He's like way too good at building in The Sims, and like it's kind of embarrassing for me because he makes my
Wait, what do you
houses look
mean?
like shit.
Jesus Christ.
Because he shows me his house, and I'm like, oh, that's so dope. And then I make one, and he's like, yeah. And I'm just like, bruh,
All mine
it's good.
mine always have like the extra rooms and shit like that. Like I'll have the like I'll make like an actual podcast room in mine. Like I'll fucking add like a movie theater in mine.
Hell yeah,
like,
dude, you got to.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I
You
did that
got
too.
to. It's if you're making your own dream house, you have to put like everything you can in that bitch.
100%. Sorry, I'm like sharing the podcast with people and shit.
Oh,
right
I
now.
mean, I
you're
probably
chilling.
should do that.
Just so you guys know, in case you're watching, and in case like the like we went back and looked at the audio, I mean the video from last week, and we realized that the video is kind of like laggy and
A little
buffers a
laggy.
lot.
A little bit shit.
Yeah, we're listen, we're on top of it.
We're fixing it.
Yeah, we're working on everything and stuff like that. It doesn't help that, you know, me and Chad's brains are both not in the same room to be able to work on it. But we got a couple things to fix, a couple of the issues. I don't know, maybe we might go back to just doing one place at a time with the streams, whatever. I'm kind of testing this 2 place at a time, meaning that we're streaming right now on Facebook and on YouTube.
The double stream.
Right. So that might take up a
That's
little bit
way
more.
too close to double team.
Oh my god.
You stay 6 feet away from me, Kylie.
6 feet away at all times.
Oh my God.
So if it's a little blotchy for the next couple weeks, just kind of bear with us, whatever, because we're kind of working some things out to make the podcast as best as we possibly can make it, and to kind of like get as many people there, like as many people's eyes on the podcast and ears as we can possibly
Hell
get. So
yeah. Got to get the word out.
definitely,
Share, like, subscribe.
for sure. So, Chad, what's life been for you the past couple of days
Well,
since the lockdown started?
Life literally hasn't changed at all. I still go to work because, you know, that essential business.
You still working?
I'm about to
And,
join that essential business fucking team
Ayy.
since my shit
Hell
let me
yeah.
go.
You'll realize how shitty it really is.
Oh,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I told him, I'm like, this shit is awful. Like, he was up there
It's-
today, and I was, like, complaining about somebody who said something. And he was like, bro,
Oh,
if I find
dude.
out that you're just overreacting, I'm like, I'm not overreacting. These
It's
motherfuckers
not,
are
dude.
assholes, bro.
Who, me?
People
Yeah.
are assholes
Who?
for no reason.
When we were up
man.
at the store today,
Oh,
and
bro,
I was
yeah,
complaining about them.
Yeah,
we won't get into it,
other
but
than
God damn it.
other than work's going, well, life going normal.
Yo, that's Chad. You should get a shirt that says that. What's your
Life's-
positive thing of the
life's
week?
going great.
Life's going good.
Stress
work's going
free.
good.
Stress free.
Yes, dude, stress free in all caps. The house is getting closer and closer to being available. I guess
That's
to
what's
move
up.
into.
That's what's up.
I don't know how. I didn't know how else to word that. That was a really awkward wording.
No, you, hey, A plus.
You did great.
Good, you gold star, gold star,
Star.
gold fucking star. Nah, yeah, that's good though, dog. I'm glad everything's going through with that.
Yeah, I mean, almost there.
Yeah, that stage of
That's
manhood.
so exciting.
Yeah, now you can.
I
soon,
love it.
Soon you'll be able to walk around the house with your dick out.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, y'all are fucked up, bro.
Gotta get those blackout curtains, dude. What?
Yo,
Hey.
so
I mean, shit.
I don't know if you mentioned it last week, Chad, but I don't know if you want to go into it. Have you gotten any news about Jade?
Whoa, is that good to talk about? Oh yeah, you did say that to me about that.
alright.
You mentioned it last
Okay,
week.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
want to talk
I did.
about
I
it, that's
mentioned it.
fine. But I just want to know. I'm curious.
alright.
For those
Don't
who
worry.
need to update, Chad didn't pull out.
God damn it.
My pull-out game is strong, man. I don't know what the fuck what happened.
All right, let me ask you this question. This is gonna be a true test of if your pull-out game is strong.
All right.
When's the last time when you were pumping gas and you tried to land on a solid number that you went over?
Bro, every
Dude,
single time I
honestly,
pump gas. I
Listen,
can never
dude,
do it.
I don't ever like try to land on an even number.
You just
right?
you just pull out.
I just I just fill it up to full, bro.
Damn, bro. Damn. No wonder. No fucking wonder you're about to have
no,
a kid.
Listen, all right, listen. Fucking, she went to the doctors, got her test, came back negative. Was told to take another test on Sunday. That also came back negative, so we're good.
Ironic that's the same thing you have to do to make sure you don't have coronavirus.
Oh my
That is weird.
Well, that's, I mean, good, right?
Yeah.
Congrats then.
Yeah, you don't have to dedicate one of
Congrats on not having a kid. Yeah. no,
Congrats either way.
I don't feel like we were like there yet. Like we're not
Right.
there yet.
Yeah, that worries me.
you guys don't have to dedicate a room in the new house to a kid now.
Still
Yeah,
wanna, well,
see?
yeah, that's nice. We got
Now
one
you
extra
can have
room.
your game room.
Right.
Facts. I mean, the whole basement was pretty much like
There you go.
my whole
Hell
domain, I
yeah.
guess you could say. But
Fuck
yeah,
yeah,
it's
bro.
gonna be.
Yo, so
What's going on with you guys?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? I don't even know.
So, all right, let me talk about this real quick.
Go ahead.
All right.
So I'm at work. So all last week, and I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really give a shit about this because, I mean, fuck. I mean, if you don't like my opinion, I don't really give a shit. But my manager at work is like, he's like one of those guys where like, if you say something, he always has something to say back to it, whether it be positive or negative. If he agrees with you or disagree or whatever, he always has something to say back. And I've been the type of person like in the past, like I'll joke with you, but like if everything that you say is like a joke or you're trying to troll or you're trying to like you just
Well,
can't
he's super
take.
sarcastic.
He's just like 100% sarcastic all the time, and like after a while,
Oh,
it's like,
jeez.
bro, all right,
It gets kind of annoying. I can
yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah. There's some times where he'll like tell a joke and I literally won't laugh because like I want him to understand that like like stop,
Fuck off, yeah.
like stop.
Quit.
And it'll be a funny joke, but I'll force myself to not laugh because it's like, bro, I like take something serious for once.
For real.
And so over the last week, like I've been telling everybody like, yo, like I've been watching this Corona stuff and like I'm not sitting there trying to like call myself some kind of expert or whatever, but like I've been making myself like really knowledgeable over the last 2 weeks or whatever.
You've been preparing yourself.
I've been saying like to everybody at work, like, hey, like we're gonna be close to getting like shut down here soon. Like we should probably start preparing for it and stuff like that. And like early last week, I went to him. I was like, hey, do we have a plan like in order of like what's gonna happen if this stuff goes down or whatever? And me being, you know, where I am in the company or whatever, I shouldn't be the one asking the higher ups if they have a plan. They should be the one kind of getting that shit together.
Absolutely.
And so they came to me yesterday and uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what was that?
Sorry, I had to do it for Chad.
My manager
Oh, Liz, thank you.
my manager came to me yesterday with 10 minutes left in the day and was like, hey, you know, we're not going to have you coming back until this whole thing's over with and whatever. I'm just like,
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just like, motherfucker, I told you. And what irritates me about that, and I'm pretty sure that like a lot of other people can relate to this, is like, so if I didn't take the initiative to be prepared and to go see if I can try to get myself a new job or line myself up for a new job,
Yeah.
I would be fucked right now. Like a lot of other people.
Wait, are they not compensating you like at all?
No.
Jesus, man.
No.
Like,
not to my
that's
knowledge. I got an email
crazy.
which I got to read after we get done with the podcast or whatever, but to my knowledge right now, I don't think so. And I mean, on top of that, I mean, like I said, I fully believe that this was going to happen. So like I prepared myself, but I shouldn't have to wait till 10 minutes before my shift ends on the last day until
Yeah.
who knows when
Until
to know
you
that
find out.
If you
have a
yeah,
job or
that's,
not.
like,
right.
Ridiculous. Damn.
Yeah, it's wild.
I do know about like the I know we're getting a $1,200 check on the April 6th.
So that
If you-
actually
if
went
you're
through.
Yeah. If you were a taxpayer in 2018,
It's wait,
Wait, what? 2018?
they passed that stimulus bill
yes.
today.
Was it today? I thought it already got passed.
Nothing went through yesterday, and I didn't hear anything about it today. But I mean, obviously, also I've been off Facebook like a lot today. So,
Fuck.
but when it comes to that, I wouldn't just listen to anybody on that. I don't want to confirm that or not, but
Yeah, because that's like that's one of those things that like people are relying on.
right. And especially since we have like a live audience right now, I don't want to be the bearer of like bad information or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
But it's supposed to be around that certain number, and the rumors are that it's supposed to be based off of if you were a worker in 2018 or 2019 or one of those two or
I was
whatever.
gonna say, why 2018 though? That's weird.
It might. I think I did mean 2019. I didn't mean to say 2018.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I heard something about stimulus package and Republicans and got blocked by the Democrats, and then Democrats were supposed to be coming up with one, but I haven't been keeping up with it. I've just been burnt out from the situation, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Hold up, I got you guys. I can look into it.
Do it.
Literally right now.
While he's
Do
doing
your
that,
little typey with your new keyboard or your nice
Don't
keyboard.
worry, I can mute. We're cool. No, you don't have to hear this. My typing.
Clicky, clicky, click.
also
Ow.
another thing, and I definitely want to get Chad into this whenever he gets done with this. Bro, it's all right. Let me jump on this. Wait, do you have it?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay.
Go ahead.
TikTok isn't for everybody.
Why do you say that?
Why
This is the hard
that?
curve, and the only reason I'm bringing this up right now because you're looking that up, so we can jump back on the whole like coronavirus thing or whatever. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out the way since you're looking that up.
Go ahead.
There needs to be a cutoff age for TikTokers,
Wait, like
Dude,
old
there
or
has to be.
young?
like old.
I
Wait,
would
what?
say I would say like if you're too young, TikTok.
I was gonna say, I feel like-
For you.
I'd rather have older folks on there than younger folks.
Why?
No, I feel like
I
older
just-
folks should also have a cutoff.
I don't know. I guess I
First of all, why
This
y'all
is-
saying folks?
folks.
Folks.
This is fucked
some-
up, but I
some
guess
older
I'm
people.
just I'm at the point where I relate more to the older folks than the younger folks.
What are you, old in spirit? Now?
I guess I don't know.
Old
I mean, I
person at
didn't
heart.
think so, but like also some of the dumb shit that like these kids be posting, like it's not funny.
My mom said it's not passed yet. In all caps, so she yelled that at us.
In all caps.
I found. All right, there is one thing I found. It says if by March 24th the Senate does not pass COVID-19 relief legislation, then for the duration of the covered period, the Secretary of the Senate shall deposit in an escrow account all payments otherwise required to be made during the covered period for the compensation. I don't know what the hell this. All right, forget it.
So basically, it hasn't been passed. We're not getting anything
Not
confirmed
yet.
yet.
Yeah.
So back to the TikTok thing. If for those who are living under a rock, TikTok is basically Vine. If you don't know what Vine is, Vine was like a place you can upload like 6-second videos, mostly
Damn.
little short
Vine
like skits.
was legendary.
R.I.P.
Vine
Vine.
was legendary.
Um,
It made like careers for fucking
Literally.
people. Like
Literally.
literally Cody Co.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where he started off.
That's
crazy.
wild.
But no. So I like on my timeline because like what people do now is they make the TikToks and they share them to other social sites or whatever, like Facebook, like Twitter.
Me.
And like a good 80% of people doing TikToks are doing dance routine videos.
Well,
Oh Jesus.
I mean, yeah. I find them entertaining, but that's just me.
And out of that 80%, probably a good like 79% can't dance.
No, that's not true.
No, I lied. But all right, so I think that there needs to be a cutoff age because when you get on TikTok as a young person, you're just getting on there to have fun for the most part,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Fair
We
enough.
can all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like old people are so caught up on the word viral.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I could see that.
And the first thing, like, I seen somebody post a TikTok and they hashtagged, like, Kevin Hart. They hashtagged viral. They hashtagged, like, Nick Cannon. I'm just like,
What the fuck?
what?
They're like fishing for views.
Yeah, it's like,
What are you trying to do, fam?
you really think they about to watch that? I'm not throwing
Yeah, it's
shots or
weird.
anything like that, but like,
I mean, that just goes to show, like, I don't know. You give a boomer an app that they don't know how to use, and that's the shit that they do.
Yeah, but like
Post
It
some
just kinda-
cringy ass shit. Yeah.
Just like they don't know any better.
they know,
They're
like
just doing their best
They're not in it for the fun. They're just in it to like for the money.
to see what the fuck comes of it. Maybe
Yeah.
they want to be one of those old heads that like
it's cool. It's hip.
they're like
and
yeah
cool.
they want to they're I feel like they try a little too hard to stay like in the young generation or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like find your own. Listen, I ain't 30 yet. Find your own, and I got a freshly shaved face. So I'm really like 22 right now. Find your own fucking lane.
Yeah.
Am I-
Go
do I
go
look like
do some
22 right
knitting.
now?
Imagine
Yeah,
a
but knit me some
TikTok
for,
older
goddamn blankets.
people.
Yeah, knit chat is goddamn
Give me some-
blanket,
yeah,
Karen.
give me some
God
blankets,
damn it.
please. Fucking-
Honestly,
Hey,
though,
Clutch
I
is right,
really,
though.
yeah, I was gonna say I fucking enjoy TikTok. It's the only app I can stand to be on right now. Like I cannot stand to be on Facebook right now. There's just too much
Yeah, I needed a break from
coronavirus. I mean, now Instagram is taken up by like so much coronavirus shit. I would just rather scroll mindlessly on TikTok for a couple hours. Like,
yes, dude.
it's so much more enjoyable.
I
I get
know
some
exactly
real
what
ass
you mean.
laughs out of that. Like I love it.
Yeah, like there is some good content on TikTok. Like it's genuinely funny.
Bro, like the For You page, like it's
Yes.
only ever funny shit for me.
Yeah,
Like it's only ever good shit.
actually,
I think everyone's For You page is slightly different, like
Yeah,
depending
I'm
on what
sure.
you like and stuff.
Yeah.
Like mine personally is like either video game references or anime references.
Damn.
Swear to God.
Mine's just like dumb meme shit. And like the kombucha girl.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my God.
I love her.
I'm gonna see if we can get Sarah back on the podcast again.
Oh yeah.
Because Italy's going into like a full blown like lockdown. Like
Yeah, it's
that-
kind
like
of
they're-
scary.
Alone?
their
Like they literally can't leave.
their military is going to enforce them all to stay inside because their numbers are getting like out of
Holy
fucking
shit.
hand.
Yeah, it's wild.
They
Are
had-
they in like the
Crazy. All my-
20,000s and
yo.
shit?
It's cases probably,
Yeah.
but
I
like
can look it up.
they're getting like all right. So like last week they started off with 200 deaths in a day, then they went up to 400, then they went up to 600, then they went up to 800, and then today they had another 600 and something. Like
In a day.
yeah, these are per day like numbers.
Yeah, this is not like compiling.
Right,
This is per day.
right, and that's scary as fuck. If
Yeah,
like
it's scary.
Damn,
like that
dude.
gets here.
4 hours ago, 743 dead today.
yeah,
God damn it.
yeah. So
That's awful.
that number went up
Jesus,
even
man.
more.
What are they doing over there, man?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy as fuck.
Imagine like in India, like where there's 1.3 billion people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Like how bad that'll be.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's like, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a third world country, but it's not like as built up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not super developed, I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
Although I've never been, so I don't know. Who knows?
yeah.
Um,
So, yo, real quick, let's get into this topic of conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy.
Oh shit.
So
I've heard so many random off the wall shit.
I'm stretching right now. Had to crack some bones because I'm about to really
I
dive
heard
into
that. Damn.
You heard that
Oh my
shit?
God. Yeah. Over
Damn.
the mic. Holy
The
shit.
microphone is pretty good then. So I had a conversation, and the only reason I don't use this podcast to like to continue beef or continue like outside conversations, but I guess
Yeah.
this week will be an appropriate time to do that.
Just shit talking always.
I'm not shit talking. Let's make that clear.
No, you just shit talking.
I'm shit talking. So I got into a conversation with this gentleman who came up with this idea that America is using this coronavirus outbreak. Actually, the world leaders are using this coronavirus outbreak as a way to move currency over to Bitcoin.
What?
Yeah.
What in the,
And-
what
and
the
to- and-
hell, dude?
And to create something that's called the New World Order. And how we got to this conversation is that I posted a status on Facebook that basically makes fun of people that do like conspiracy theories, because like basically what they do is they'll say like, hey, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and then you go, how? And then they go, I don't know, but some dude on YouTube said it, so watch this video, it has to be true.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah,
all right,
let me just watch one video and
Right.
then it has to be true.
right. So
Yo, hold up, low key. Since March 12th, Bitcoin has raised a good $2,000.
Well, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna break all this shit down.
Oh my god,
Oh,
we're going all
shit.
over this.
So
Going all in.
Again.
me and him have a back and forth because basically I'm telling him like, hey, Bitcoin has known to not be a
Reliable?
liked thing by the U.S. government because they can't personally contain it.
Yeah.
Me and you right now can mine our own Bitcoin. It's hard as fuck.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like, have you seen some of the Bitcoin miner like factories?
Yeah, and also, have you seen some of the names?
Dozens of.
Have you seen some of the
Yeah,
names
it's
of the Bitcoins? They're
crazy.
some of them are like just bullshit names. Like,
Bro, what?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I have zero information on this topic. I'm just gonna put it
Or
out
like
there right now.
e-currency in general. Like some of these things are like, there's so many now. It's ridiculous.
right, and so his non-understanding of that was translated to him thinking that I was disrespecting him, and it like honestly,
He took. Oh my.
he took it in a way.
too far.
Bro, listen, whenever I have conversations like this, I want to give you the information of why it's not like logical in a respectful way because I like conversation, and two, I want to hear why you think the way you think in a very genuine way. Like, I want to know why you think this. And he couldn't give me the why of why he thought the way he did. And so I was basically like, me and you cannot have this conversation. Because if you're
his
just
logic
throwing...
was a YouTube video.
Right. And on top of that, his logic also was, I talked to my nephew who was in the military on a private line.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck that means.
What the hell? How
That
does
this is
translate
what's
over
gonna
to
happen.
Bitcoin whatsoever.
Right. So, I stopped replying to him on Facebook, and then he messaged me on Instagram. I'm sorry, on Facebook Messenger, and he started this conversation. I'm gonna read this to you. Hold on,
All right.
because this is funny as fuck.
Also, he's like, hey, I know this guy, and he told me that it's true. Like, what kind of expertise does this
That sounds like a
strange man
rumor.
have
Right.
that I should believe him? Like, what the fuck? How does
Exactly.
Right.
that?
Like, what's his
No.
background?
Yeah.
He started the message off with, "Funny thing is, you know I'm smarter than you. You wish to
Alright.
but you wish
That's when you like
Go
instantly
in.
just, like.
but you wish to publicly play me. But I'll let it slide for right now. I remember how debatable you are, and this isn't the time, so I kindly digress. So it doesn't become disrespectful because you don't know all." I literally replied this. It's
That's
wild.
such a dickhead thing to say. What the fuck?
Dude, this is when I stopped taking you serious, because if you're gonna like ignorantly,
If you're gonna start off the conversation with something like that, then how am I supposed to like believe anything you say? Or
exactly. I replied back to that. It's wild that you're trying to one up me in messages right now. You've completely failed to give me any information on what you're trying to explain, and then took it as disrespect. That's on you, not me. You're only hearing my messages because you know that I'm well informed on the things that I speak on. Otherwise, I wouldn't speak on it. And if you were smarter than me, like you claim to be, you would have at least come with some kind of facts or details to back your statements. Take it as disrespect.
Instead of just saying that.
Right, exactly. Take it as disrespect if you want, but just because I don't agree with your sentiment, it doesn't mean I'm dissing you or trying to embarrass you. And then he went on this long rant that I didn't want to fucking read, but at the end of it, he spelled martial law with like Marshall as in like Eminem Marshall instead of.
Oh my.
And then like
Jesus.
I replied back, all I asked for you to do is prove me why you thought the way you did, and you got mad and didn't do it. You're trying to shit on me and say that you're smarter than me, but you spelled martial law. I'm done going back and forth with you because this is so stupid and a complete waste of my time. Stay safe.
God
Hey,
his
there's
ass.
a-
God his ass.
There's memes now about like, oh shit, they about to bring out the martial law, and it's just fucking
Eminem in a fucking cop suit or whatever.
dressed up as a fucking cop.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite thing.
Bro, and
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
it's like why argue with people like that, bro? And so
You can't. It's illogical and that they don't make sense, and you literally can't. It's not even an argument. You're just like you're listening, and it's like okay, sure, dude, whatever.
martial law is it one of the titles?
Yes.
And so he posted this Facebook video. he was on his live or whatever, and I didn't catch it while I was live, but I went back and saw it because it popped up on my timeline, and I had a feeling that he's going to mention our conversation somewhere in his Facebook Live, and of course, to my guessing, he did. Very short, but he also didn't mention me by name, which is I'm going to respect him by not mentioning him by name, but he also was on like Jesus Christ, fat ass Rip,
What?
fat ass Rip.
Oh fuck
Fucking
yeah, dude.
ripping.
He didn't. What's up? He didn't. Oh, sorry, my bad. He didn't. Kylie sent me a message saying I was loud. My bad. I think it might be your headphones that are just like turned up louder than mine.
Maybe. I just feel like you're loud right now.
Fucking he.
I got sensitive ears.
Yeah, you do. He in his Facebook video, he was basically saying like, "Yo, this person tried to disrespect me because of this," and like his like logic is based off of like religion based and shit like that. Like he thinks that like it's all like a part of this big plan and stuff like that for a new world order, and people should be like ready for FEMA to set up camps and shit like that to take our kids and
Bro,
blah
fuck
blah
off.
blah and stuff like that. And it's like, all right, bro. And the one thing that he did bring up is I'm gonna go back to the digital. I'm sorry, the Bitcoin. I want to put this on record right now because I woke up this morning and I went from very tired because we had to get up at 6 a.m. this morning. I went from very tired to eyes wide open because the first thing I saw on my Twitter timeline was Nancy Pelosi and her proposed bill that she's made up on her own because Democrats and Republicans can't agree on one themselves, is to introduce digital currency.
Oh Jesus.
I want to make this clear right now. Bitcoin and the digital currency that's being introduced are not the same thing at all.
Not even close.
So I don't want to
Bitcoin is
hear
like its own thing.
I don't want to hear him coming back saying like, "Oh, I told your ass so. I knew this was going to be what this is what's going to happen or whatever. I told you it's going to do the Bitcoin and stuff like that." They're not the same thing. If the United States introduces their own form of digital currency,
I was actually just about
Bitcoin
to
will
say.
crash.
Yes, exactly.
Bitcoin is scared right now. And the only reason why people buying into Bitcoin is because people are dumb with the logic of thinking that Bitcoin and digital money is the same thing and they coexist when they don't. You cannot contain Bitcoin because Bitcoin is its own entity. Like you can, it's
own currency.
It's almost like it's almost like too open of a free market of money.
Mm-hmm.
That,
So then
that a
did you
government
find
can't
out?
contain.
Did you like find out more about like what they mean by digital currency then?
Basically, it's government controlled. You give
Which is also kind of scary.
exactly because
Yeah, I
now the
would
government's
say so.
able to trace exactly every penny of where your money's going. Which on that part, if that's what he means, if maybe he's just not well spoken on being able to like
Yeah.
Hey,
explain what he means,
Stop
whatever.
a lot of fraud.
It can also then they can start shit where they can collaborate with other countries and stuff like that and do that same thing and just to give his idea of a new world order or whatever, some kind of light or whatever, that can possibly happen. But
The way I like to think
don't.
about Bitcoin is like I think of it more as like a stock or stocks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much like something you can just go to the store and buy stuff with. It's a stock that you have to sell for cash.
Essentially, yeah. There's
Right.
there's not a card that you can carry and spend Bitcoin. There's not an account that you can open up right now and like go to an ATM and pull out Bitcoin like worth of money. Like
Well,
it's
is
not
that just
it's not a
because?
contained system.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that just
And it can't
because
be.
people don't accept Bitcoin as currency?
Well, see, that's the thing though. That's why it's not. This is the difference. This is the main point of the difference.
Yeah.
You can't create something that's already pretty much in rotation.
Yeah.
You can create a copy of it,
Yeah.
which is why digital currency, which essentially almost is the same thing as us saying, let's just get rid of money and keep a credit card.
Yeah. Which, I mean, most.
We already do that.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
kind of would be where we would pretty much head.
Right.
Instead of being able to say, hey, I have an account with this much money on it, and I can take money out of that account and hold it physically, we
Right.
would just keep it in an account
Right.
and be able to spend it on a card.
Right.
that is the complete difference. Like Bitcoin, you cannot. There's not a physical touch to Bitcoin at all.
Right.
I feel like if you could go to like a grocery store and spend Bitcoin, it'd be so hard because one Bitcoin is what, $7,000. It'd be like you're spending what, 0.001% of your Bitcoin.
Right.
top-
Yeah, it's weird.
On top of that, think about it this way. If say America did say, all right, we're going to switch to Bitcoin, all other form of currency is gone. We're not going to use credit cards, not going to use debit cards.
Bitcoin would probably crash.
Well, not only that, but again, going back to the first point, Chad, me and you can just mine our own shit and start our own market over here.
Yeah, it's basically like you're creating your own money. It's
Right.
It's illegal.
Right. That's the problem about having digital money and not being
Right.
and then going back to the whole point of this entire conversation. When I try to explain this to this guy or whatever, it's something that like he grasps the idea of it, but when you really get into the fine prints and you start really trying to get into the dirty conversations about how this thing can be like actually contained or whatever, or a creation
You've got no foundation for an
At
actual
all.
argument.
at all. And
Shit
then
doesn't piece together.
whenever you try to actually converse with them and they can't understand that, they take it as disrespect.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
his
and
logic
at
is
the-
completely flawed.
And at the end of the day, I can't conversate with people like that.
Yeah.
If some people may say like I'm argumentative or whatever, which to some degree, yeah, I will agree with you.
Some people take like facts as arguing, and it's like, no, I'm
Exactly.
just telling
No,
you
bro,
what's
it's
real
literally
and what's
facts.
not.
Exactly. Exactly. But
Fucking hell.
that was an interesting conversation.
Also, for real, I don't know who the fuck in like the United States government, like in my head, everyone in the United States government is like my grandma trying to use a smartphone. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like we're going to
Yes.
harness Bitcoin or digital currency and just make that countrywide, nationwide. Like, how? Like, who's doing it? Because you can't even figure out how to comment on a
How to work
Facebook
your own
post.
That's
Like,
a damn good
Facts,
question.
Bruh.
dude.
That's a damn good
Facts.
question.
like, I'm sure they'd hire like a millennial to do it, but
That's a damn good question.
That's
I'm just like,
hilarious.
And I mean,
where,
like,
where do you get that?
you gotta. And they said
Wild.
it's not supposed to be if the bill is passed, which I don't. Like nobody in fucking on the Republican side likes Nancy Pelosi, so anything she draws up probably won't get passed anyways.
No, I
So,
doubt that the digital
like the stuff is
currency
not
bill
going to
is
happen
ever gonna get
anyways.
passed
Yeah, like and like
in
I
our
said,
lifetime.
if like the government hates shit that they can't contain. So
Mhm.
especially Republicans, because they're money driven fucking political party. They can't stand the idea of them not being able to control the money.
Right.
Yeah.
And so going to Bitcoin would be the absolute worst idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what was I gonna
that's
say?
absurd.
And doesn't coexist to digital currency.
Right. I don't know. On a real note, though, like whether or not they pass like what Pelosi and like the Democratic Party are writing up, like they need to figure out something
Quickly.
for somebody,
Quickly.
because I mean, like people are like, it's wild how long it takes for this country to do fucking shit, like to do things, just fucking do things, bro. You can't even do
so
it.
long for no reason.
Because we're so like, I hate to be that person that we're so disconnected like from one party to another. It's so fucking functional. Like,
people just have some crazy ideals, man.
yo, speaking of, do you see that Donald Trump finally like corrected himself about calling coronavirus the Chinese
I was
virus?
literally just about to bring that up.
Yeah, I figured it was a good segue, but
By the way, the person I was just talking about just hopped on the live. So what's up?
nice.
What's going on?
So like Donald Trump's been referring to coronavirus as the Chinese virus and has been saying, you know, there's nothing wrong with this and blah, blah, blah. Someone somewhere or some people somewhere, a collective, must have gotten in his head and finally made him realize that it's not cool, it's offensive and fucked
Hell
up.
yeah, that's offensive.
And
the virus maybe started in Wuhan, China.
Right.
But that doesn't give you the right to say it's the Chinese disease.
it's fucking dangerous. It's fucking dangerous as hell for Asian Americans. It's dangerous for Asian immigrants of any sort.
Yeah, because then people start to get these fucking
People are fucking
stupid
racist,
ideas.
Bro. People
Yeah,
are fucking
bro.
racist.
Well, I've seen
They'll get some crazy
It's
ideas.
disgusting. But apparently he finally came out and said,
came out.
this is not. He came out of the closet.
Right out of
Donald
the
Trump
closet.
is fucking gay. No, I'm
He's
sorry.
fucking gay.
He's fucking gay.
He's fucking gay. Had to do it.
But basically he came out and said we need to protect our Asian Americans in our country and make sure that they're not having violence brought upon them because of this. So therefore, like, saying this and using this terminology is not okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, respect
Hey, respect.
on that, and
that
I
he
don't
corrected
have
himself.
I don't have respect for that motherfucker like at all, like in any terms. And so for me to be saying this,
Today was the first day I didn't watch
yeah,
the whole like Trump like thing on
yeah, right,
TV. I needed a break from it.
yeah, I know, me too.
Like
What did you need a break from?
like watching the press conferences. Like
Oh, dude, I think like when Trump gives speeches, they're hilarious. Just the way he like talks and like interacts and like his hand gestures and his face, it's hilarious. It's almost like a comedy show, I swear.
He's funny guy, disgusting guy. What else we got, you guys?
what else we got for this week?
Hey, Tom Brady left the Patriots.
Yeah, let's jump off this coronavirus shit for a hot
Yeah,
second,
please, fucking lord.
man. Fucking motherfucker. He went to Florida.
Yeah,
He
what
went
the
to go
hell?
hang out with Kodak Black when he gets out of jail.
What a
Man,
guy,
what?
man.
So, if you guys don't know, Tom Brady, legend quarterback. I don't care what you got to say about him. If you like him, dislike him, got to give him credit where it's due.
Wait, is
Probably-
he the guy that kisses his kid on the lips?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, strange.
It could be worse, but it is strange.
Could be worse. Definitely could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Oh, come on. Come
I'm
on.
just
Oh,
playing.
yeah,
come
we ain't-
on, man.
Wait.
come on.
Is that Kylie with an offensive joke there?
Oh,
That's not
shit.
offensive.
Is that not offensive, but you know,
Low key,
over
but
the
not
top
really.
for your temperatures. So he basically said fuck New England. But my thing is that I think that Tom Brady basically wants to see if he can be the GOAT without Bill Belichick.
Without
Bill
the team
Belichick's-
behind his back,
right?
yeah.
Because everybody for his whole career, basically, like the word for him is he's a system quarterback, which means that
Yeah.
like the system that the Patriots put in for him, the coach being a damn good coach, Bill Belichick, and all his assistant coaches and stuff like that, the system that they put in for him throughout his career has
Is
been
what helped him.
the reason
to
why he's
be-
been successful.
Yes.
Right. And so I think that he wants to take a
Prove
step out of
himself.
that. Yeah. Because if you can prove that you can win without this system that you've been within, like
then
held
you're a
in,
damn good quarterback.
you're the best ever.
Right.
Ever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I already consider him that because
Yeah.
like the fucking resume is there.
Right.
But
It's insane, man.
like you can go to fucking Florida and play for Tampa Bay, who has a good receiving core.
I wish half these basketball players would do that shit too.
What do you mean?
Like, well, I know that they're all broken up now, but like Golden State Warriors, like the year that they won the championship, like their
took-
team was wild.
they
Like
took
had
2 rings from
so
us.
many motherfucking like star players, and they're all so
Yeah.
fucking big headed that they can't be like, hey, maybe like I'm set up for success. Maybe if I step away, then I'll know for sure if I'm actually the fucking bomb.
Good or like
And here we
yeah.
are. Fucking KD plays for what, Brooklyn? And
Yeah, and has
fucking-
Katie
he's-
had coronavirus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
That's so wild. to
Katie had the
me.
coronavirus, bro. That's crazy.
So
That's funny as
wild.
fuck. Why couldn't he get that whenever we were playing?
Shut up. That's fucked up. No, for real. Hopefully he's okay, even though I don't fuck with that guy.
Yeah, obviously you don't
I
want to
don't
risk
fuck
harming
with
him.
that guy.
But he had the coronavirus. A couple other players in the NBA had coronavirus.
It's sad.
That's another thing is like, why do they get tests before like regular everyday people can get a test?
Right.
It's a good idea, actually.
Like, you guys are rich. You guys
Yeah.
can afford the best healthcare. You guys have personal trainers and doctors that you can go to.
Right.
Like, let some of those fucking non-rich people get some of this damn
Right.
opportunity to be helped out.
Bro, Chad, can you tell us about the school bus?
Yeah, well, yeah, you said something about a school bus.
Shit, dude, listen to this. School bus evacuated because a rider used too much Axe body spray.
That just brought me back
This
to
was in-
6th grade. I'm not gonna lie.
This was in Florida.
Bro, of course it's in
fucking-
Florida, bro.
Of
Florida got the
course.
idiot, bro. Hold on.
Oh fucking.
There's something.
course.
There's something that somebody that I listen to, and all my fellow black people probably know who the fuck I'm talking about. His name's Charlamagne the God. He says, and this is a absolute fact, the dumbest people in America reside from the entire state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Dude, they have to.
and Bronx, New York. I mean Bronx, New York City. But for the most part, Florida takes that lead by a
Oh,
mile,
absolutely.
by a long mile. But
Not
yeah, go
only
ahead.
that, but fucking
Oh,
the
shit,
whole,
oh, shit.
dude, I
Here
just
he
like
goes.
completely lost my
Lost
train
his
of thought. Fuck. All right, but like not only that, like continuing off of like the stupid people from Florida, they had their thing 19 new cases because so many people on the beach for spring break.
Bro,
Yep.
Ridiculous,
they're fucking idiots, dude.
man.
They're fucking idiots.
Fucking idiots.
Let's see. I think yeah, that was pretty much it for that though.
But for real though, like Axe body spray, like I get it. We've been there. We all went through 6th grade. Like we know.
Dude, I was not a fan of Axe. If
Really?
you're not, if you didn't use Old Spice at my school, you were considered not hip.
Not hip. Oh shit. I
Not
thought
Yo,
everyone.
hold on, let me say this real quick because this motherfucker's in my in the chat, like talking or whatever. No, I'm gonna put an end to this. Whenever
go.
whenever I have a conversation with somebody, and I'm not about to continue giving this shit energy because I'm all about trying to push positive energy and stuff like that, and I hope that this person is too. I'm done with the conversation. You were, if you can't accept the fact that you were wrong, that's great. If you think that you're right, that's great. I'm not giving any more energy to the conversation. I love the fact that we can have like live chats and stuff like that, but the live chats isn't here for people to talk shit in. It's not here for back and forth conversation, arguments or anything like that. You said something on your Facebook Live. I have a platform. Instead of going on my Facebook and talking shit and doing rants and stuff like that, I waited to use my platform to be able to talk about the thing that happened in my life. So if you can't respect that, cool. Don't watch. Block me. Do
Right.
what you gotta do. Keep it moving on your side. But this isn't a thing for us to go back and forth with. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. Let's go for it. Fucking Florida in the school bus.
Florida in the school bus. No, but Axe
Flor-
body spray, bruh. That shit used to. I think that's when I found out I had asthma.
Wait, what?
Really?
You got asthma, dog? I don't know. I've known you for 2 years now.
Because of Axe.
You got. I haven't seen one inhaler in your hand.
It was Axe body spray induced.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
What did you?
It's a joke, you guys.
Stop lying.
It's a joke.
Why you always lying?
Hey, Axe really gets
You
me
don't know that
Why the
shit?
sometimes,
fuck you
though, man.
lying?
I remember that.
Why you
I remember
always
my-
lying?
Oh my
Uh,
God.
that reminds me of like
Stop
Ice
fucking
JJ.
lying.
Sorry, Chad. We kind of just having a fucking stupid
We were
moment here.
chilling.
All right, what you
That
say?
song reminds me of like Ice JJ Fish.
Fuck him.
Bro.
His songs are goofy.
I hate that dude so much.
Yo, I watched a new movie. What was that on? Netflix?
Netflix?
Wait,
what
what?
movie?
Oh, yeah.
Was it on Netflix?
I think so.
Fucking, you know Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Fucking, he has a new movie on Netflix. I don't think it's new, actually. I think it's from 2019, but I just found out about it. So it's called Big Time Adolescence. And
What's it about?
it's like one of those, what do you call them? Like coming of age movies. Like he is like friends with like this kid that's in high school, and he kind of like acts in like as a big brother and like teaches him like how to like, you know, do
He's like
dumb shit.
Oh.
Yeah, well, like, but in
Wait,
a bad
what?
way because it's Pete
Dumb
Davidson.
shit?
Yeah, like he like deals drugs and shit. Like
What the fuck?
Yeah, and like it's such a good movie. Like so well done. MGK is in it, and he's my
That's
love.
the only reason why she fucking wanted to watch that shit.
For
talk.
real,
Because
it was.
MGK is
But
in it.
also,
Yeah.
like I like Pete Davidson.
No,
Like
Pete Davidson's dope.
he is fine as hell. But
Pete Davidson?
yes,
Yo, what? I was
What?
gonna say,
Fine as
in my
hell.
opinion, all right, listen, I don't know if this is true for all guys, but yeah, as a guy, I feel like you can tell if another guy is good looking or not.
Do you think Pete Davidson is or no?
I feel like he kind of looks autistic.
What?
Swear.
Why autistic?
Because I don't know, dude. You just got that face.
I think
He
he's
has that
fine
like
as hell.
he has that really cracked out face. Like,
Yes,
it looks
exactly.
like he's on a 2-year-long binge.
Okay, so like this is like on a real note, this is the type of celebrity that I'm attracted to. He did the coke snort, bro. Pete Davidson type,
Why am I still getting threats in the fucking chat right now? This shit's lame as fuck.
MGK type, Black Bear type, like those motherfuckers that look like they're on coke. Like, yeah, love it. I'm
Kylie-
into it.
Like
Kylie likes
Kylie's into
cokeheads.
bad boys. apparently.
Right.
I'm into it, bro.
Zay's gonna turn
tattoos
up
and
next
shit?
week with looking like a
Shit.
fucking
Nope.
crack.
Nope.
I'll be like, bro, are you okay? He's like,
Hey,
nah, bro,
you know,
what you
hey,
said you wanted.
Chad,
No,
real
he's itching
talk.
his neck. Nah, I'm good.
Real talk. She might be telling me how I look right now.
Oh, shit.
She might be saying, "Yeah, I'm with you because you're a crackhead. You look like a crackhead."
Yeah, bro.
Oh my.
It's true.
The truth comes out.
Bro, you're like the furthest thing from cokehead.
Literally.
I,
No, but it's a really good movie, and also MGK is in it, and also just really well done. And I don't know, the ending was kind of like not there for me though. Like I don't know if they were trying to set it up for like a next movie.
maybe like a part 2.
It ended abruptly as fuck.
But it felt like it wasn't
Oh.
supposed to be over, and then it was
Yeah.
just
Sounds
done.
like a Pete Davidson movie to me.
Yeah,
That's if that motherfucker lives to see another movie. Like. Now I'm not. No, listen. Literally, I'm not trying to talk shit about the guy or anything like that. We look a little blurry on the video. We good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not trying to talk shit about the guy or anything like that. But like, he is like super suicidal.
Wait, are you for real?
Yes, like he.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about him.
Like he really like does like heavy drugs like a motherfucker, and like if you listen to him like talk about interviews and stuff like that, he still like cuts and shit like that. Like
Oh goddamn.
yeah,
That's very
He
sad.
cuts?
Yes.
What the hell?
Who still does
Damn, dude. Hey, well,
that? Aw.
talking about movies and drugs,
oh boy, where you going with this?
Jackass 4.
Ain't they gotten tired of throwing their bodies at walls and
Yeah.
jumping off cars and shit? Like
Dude, I don't
what,
know.
like ain't
It's,
they old as fuck now? Like what the fuck are they doing?
They're old as hell.
Isn't that what Steve O's in? Or is he not in
Yeah.
anymore?
No, he
Isn't
was.
he like
He was in
sober and
Jackass.
healthy and shit?
Yeah, but like bro, don't turn back. Like what are you doing?
Wait, is
You're-
he still
I
doing
don't
this
know,
dumb
man.
shit?
It's announced.
I don't know.
It's supposed to come out March 5th, 2021.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the whitest episode we've ever had.
Probably.
Talk
Yeah.
about Pete Davidson
You're
and
right.
fucking
You're right.
Jackass.
You're right.
Yo, Jackass is hilarious though.
Jackass is a
Uh,
classic, bro.
I never been there, bro. I could never get into it.
What?
I don't know. Something about
Think
it.
of like super violent pranks almost.
That's awful.
They're hilarious though.
Oh my god. What else do we
This
got?
is why they've made
else you got?
$335
got?
million dollars.
No, they
shit.
made a killing off that shit. Like I remember in like the mid to early like 2000s or whatever, like they used to put out the DVDs and those shits used to sell like a motherfucker,
Yeah, dude.
like hot, like they like all the time. And then like they used to run reruns on MTV and stuff like that, like on the weekends. And,
Oh
like,
yeah. All right. So Zay, did you watch them all?
I want to say I did,
All right. What's like the one thing that you remember
bro. I don't,
from any Jackass film?
bro. I don't know, like. I think I remember maybe Steve-O like getting stung by a bunch of bees or some shit. Like
I remember
Oh,
something
that
like
happened.
that.
I remember that.
just some like off the like some shit
Didn't
where
he get some like shit like
he snorted some shit
into
like
his
some,
like ass or something once? That's all
Oh
I
yeah, he
remember.
stuck
for
a
some
toy
reason.
car in his ass. and then
Yeah,
he
I
had to go
remember
to the
that.
hospital.
I don't know why I remember
My
that.
word.
That's fucking odd. That's a real odd thing to
They
have
do some
happen.
goofy stuff, man.
It's so off the wall.
That's wild. That's weird. That's really weird.
That
That's
is
really
weird.
fucking weird, dude.
Yo, did you see?
It gets the views.
Did you
Gets
see
the people
fucking,
going.
Yeah.
Did you see fucking who's that chick you like from High School Musical? What's her name? Vanessa Hudgens. Right?
Why
Is
you
that
gotta put-
right?
Why you gotta put my love
Yeah,
for High
yeah,
School
I think
Musical
that-
out there?
I heard,
This is a white episode, ain't it?
this is the whitest episode I've seen. What about
God damn.
Hang on. Vanessa Hudgens came out
Of the closet.
of the closet. She's gay, just like Donald Trump. No, I'm just playing. Fucking she. I don't know. I think she did like a live thing, and basically was like, "Why is everyone freaking about the coronavirus? Like, people are gonna die anyway." And was like super.
Yeah,
She
I
said
saw
that?
that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
She's in words. Yeah, she literally said,
Wait, you
"Why
say
are you
N-words?"
freaking out?" Oh
She's like,
my
We
I
getting
just
black
don't-
again. There we go. So even it
We're
out.
getting black again.
She
Even
was
out.
just like, she was just like, I don't understand why everyone's freaking out. Like
people are gonna die anyways.
like
are you
natural
serious?
selection type of shit, and like people are gonna die anyway. Like it was low key like
It was fucking
fucking
messed up.
Darwinism type of shit, and I was like,
Yeah.
bruh, this is gonna go down like the wrong road real fucking quick. Like you gotta
As
stop.
soon as she said people are gonna die anyways, that's where you messed
And
up.
like everyone kind of like popped off on her. Like
Is she?
Yeah, that's
I mean, is she lying? Like to that aspect, like yeah, people gonna die, but like I get why they're
people
freaking
are
out.
gonna-
yeah,
People
Like
are
you
gonna
have to have
die
a reality
either way,
towards it.
like,
Like you
from-
got to understand, like people are going to die. Like,
yes.
but
But also we
she
should
definitely
do
could have
everything we
worded that.
yeah.
a lot
She
better.
could have worded it a lot better, and you gotta like think like
had a little bit more sympathy.
Yeah, she
a little
like,
more sympathy, respect.
I just like it felt like yeah, no shit, people are gonna die anyways. But like, should we not then take action against this thing, or should we just kind of like, what are you saying? We should just let it run its course? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's
I don't know, she
wild for
was
that, and I
some
like
crazy
her. Like,
shit.
I think she probably just. I mean, that's a fucked up thing to say, but
She's probably on that cracked up coke.
yeah,
She
she's
on
doing
that
coke
shit.
with
She,
Pete Davidson.
she was hanging out with
That
Pete.
shit. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Kylie, you brought up the fact that Joe Biden is. I'm
Not nowhere to be found.
gonna tell you why it's a good thing.
He's ghosted, bro. He's in his bunker.
Ghosted.
He's
I'm gonna tell you why it's a good thing.
Why is that?
Apparently, nothing.
Come on, man.
Anything anybody says right now, somebody's gonna disagree with.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's actually doing
Yeah.
himself a favor right now by not saying anything
by
because
staying out of like the
stay out of
highlights.
it. Let
and
Trump
stuff.
handle it because he's gonna bury himself.
I guess so.
He already buried himself, in my opinion.
Literally let Trump dig his own grave, and then you come out like you obviously like. There's gonna be certain people that are looking for, and I'm not saying it's gonna fall this way. I'm not saying that like this
Looking
is the
for
exact thing that's gonna
answers.
happen or whatever. But like people are gonna be fine. Like for example, a reporter asked Trump, "What do you say to people who are worried or scared, and just kind of like, in a panic right now of not knowing what's gonna happen,
Right.
going forward or whatever?" And he called the reporter a bad reporter for asking that question.
I saw that. That was crazy.
Yo,
And-
fucking like, yeah,
And
that
then
was
he-
embarrassing.
That's
and
just
then,
rude.
And then Trump, right seconds later, said people are looking for answers. People are looking for leadership. And
Completely hypocritical.
The reporter threw the lob for you to dunk the ball to answer that question right then and there for that leadership. You could have just said like right then and there, like, yo, like,
Yeah, you could have looked like some kind. Like, I don't know, man. He's so hypocritical, and he just thinks he knows everything. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just one. Like, it just feels like he's constantly trying to turn someone against someone else. He's like, he
Yeah.
just contributes to like the dividedness in this country like so fucking much that it's like it's truly dangerous to me. Like, and that the leader of our country gives into like dumb shit like that instead of like literally you can't even see the fucking ball that he just threw up for you to fucking dunk it. Like, you can't even see that. Either you're literally dumb as fuck, or
Like,
you just
he had
want
a
to.
wide open 3-point
Yeah.
shot. and
For
didn't
real.
even take it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was Steph Curry open too.
Yeah, like Steph Curry open. Steph Curry with a shot, boy.
Oh my god.
You had to do the whole lyric. Oh my god.
There was I've been seeing memes of because I saw there was a press conference. Jesus.
Press coronavirus.
Press coronavirus. Where Trump said something dumb and one of the guys behind him just fucking facepalmed.
Oh
and
yeah,
shook
that
his
was
head so hard.
the guy
The health guy.
he's like the
Yeah.
leader of the coronavirus task force. And literally that's what they call it, the coronavirus
Yeah.
task force. And he, Trump said some shit and the guy behind him was like, yeah, but like you clearly don't know what the
You
fuck you're
fucked
talking
up.
about. And on top of that, like he's trying to like give recommendations for us to stay under this like heavy like lockdown shit and like restrictions and stuff like that.
Right.
And Trump is like, no, we need to lift that and kind of like loosen some of those restrictions.
You're a
And
fucking idiot.
and let's put money before people's lives, not realizing that if you don't have the lives, we can't.
You're not
Then
gonna have the
money
money.
is completely pointless.
Right, because nobody's gonna be spending, nobody's gonna be fucking worried about trying to go to
No one's
work
gonna
when
be
their family
fucking.
members are dying.
Yep.
So,
That's it in a nutshell.
fucking, what else happened this week? I had a conversation with another guy, one of our friends who, I'm not even gonna get into that dude because
Yeah,
this
maybe.
week's just been a really like, it's not even like an eye-opening week, whatever, but it's just like been one of those weeks where there's like too much information getting out, and I posted on Facebook this morning. Facebook, and me and Kylie talked about this yesterday. Facebook needs closing hours. Facebook, like it needs
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
it needs hours to where like they close at like 8:00 at night and then don't open back up until like 10 in the morning.
So
Be a good idea.
there's two sides to this. You can either be like, oh my god, they're restricting our like limits on social media, therefore they're trying to keep something from us. That
Conspiracy
being
theorists.
whoever, yeah, conspiracy theorists would go the fuck off, saying like, oh my god, they're trying to hide something. Whoever the fuck they is or whatever. Or like we could all take a healthy break from all this shit.
Hey Karen.
Aw. It's my Aunt Karen. My Aunt Karen's here. But yeah, I mean, there's two sides. You can either say, they're trying to limit our like knowledge on this, meaning someone's after us and we should be worried. Or like me and Zay are like, I can't take any more of this right now.
Not everybody
There's just like so much false information just spreading
Oh,
around.
it's bad.
It's ridiculous.
maybe we're one of those people that, but like, and like if somebody thinks this about the three of us, then cool, but not everybody deserves a microphone or the ability to talk to the world. like as much as we
Facts.
have free speech and much as we have like the ability to be able to say what we want, or should at least to that matter,
Some people just shouldn't.
some
say
people
anything.
really just shouldn't, bro. Like it puts so much bullshit out in the world that like doesn't matter.
Constantly,
And it clogs
man.
us from being able to actually accomplish one goal, because you got people thinking this way over here and people thinking this way over here, and that typically ends up in nothing but argument, because you got people so divided on how they think and how they feel and stuff like that that
Yeah.
they're not going to even try to turn around and see, even if that other side has facts to dispute,
Yeah.
like why this shit isn't going to happen or whatever.
Right. Yeah, but you can't just say like, oh, this person doesn't deserve to like have a voice.
100%.
Because that's also
Everybody
messed
deserves
up.
to be able to
Speak
speak their
their-
opinion or whatever. But I'm not like I'm saying that everybody
it's
shouldn't.
dangerous.
It's so dangerous.
Especially people who have a following,
Right.
such as our
Oh, yeah.
favorite Donald Trump.
Right.
Like it's like when you spread like mass hysteria, it has an effect on the people of your country.
Right.
Like,
And
and that's why like I'm not even gonna get into that, but like just
I mean, going back to that reporter's question,
yeah.
I physically have seen multiple people on my timeline saying I'm actually scared because I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks, because I
Yeah.
have kids
Yes.
and I don't know if I'm going to be able to like feed my kids.
Right.
Like those are the people that reporter was talking about and representing. Like people think that a reporter is there to cater to the president and ask all the president the questions that he
Right.
wants to be asked. If you go down, the NBA, NFL, politics, they all ask questions that represent what people at home want to know.
Right.
Yes.
So they're not going to be layup fucking questions for you to be like, oh, well, I already have a programmed answer for this. They're going to be shits that may challenge you a little bit. They're going to be things that may make you uncomfortable. But as a leader, you have to be able to step up to the
You
plate
need to be able to like, yeah.
and calmly answer those questions. Like that's the bare minimum of what we would hope to expect from somebody who's running our country in one of the top tier countries in the entire world. Like, but I mean,
Or at least like don't bullshit you're like following. Just be like,
Yeah.
I don't know right now.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out.
yeah. But I mean, of course, the presidential standard is probably lower than the basement that the studio sits in right now. So I mean,
It sure is. And that's why I'm running for president.
oh, she announced it here on the East Park podcast.
2024.
Jesus.
I ain't even old
Oh
enough.
my God, Kylie, do you have a woman of the week this week?
I don't.
You don't.
I
You're the
could-
woman of the week this week.
Yes, I sure am, because I'm gonna be the president. Honestly, I'm just gonna makeshift one.
All right, what's up?
Nancy Pelosi, because she always speaks her damn mind. I look up to her as a woman. A lot of people try and say, she's this and she's that.
You're gonna have a
and
lot of people that are not agreeing with you right now, dog. Trust me. I know that you just because like the woman on woman thing and stuff like that, not turn that into a gay joke, but I can see where she can represent herself as like somebody who's a strong woman, regardless of what you
Yes.
agree or disagree with
She
on
sure
a
is.
political standard.
And
She's a strong woman in general.
absolutely. And it's crazy because the same behavior, or not even the same behavior. For example, Brett Kavanaugh, when he was facing trial for the bullshit, we all know, I don't know. But he's now on the Supreme Court. He was crying like a damn baby and screaming. And yet women are the ones that are emotional and
That's
Are
such one.
not-
It's such a like a stipulation. Like
it is. It's
I feel
bullshit.
like men are definitely more emotional. Like it's harder. Like
It's pent up emotion, I think.
It's
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
pent up emotion, but like it's such a double standard. Women are not allowed to be emotional because as soon as a woman shows emotion in her profession, she's deemed as not capable. And it's like, but men can
That's
do it.
bullshit.
Men can scream and cry and they still get elected to Supreme Court. But it's like when someone like Nancy Pelosi stands her ground, and I wouldn't even say she's aggressive, but she's confident and she speaks her fucking mind and she says what like we're all thinking. I'm sorry, like that's just me. And I just feel like that's something we should look up to and support, like
Definitely.
in women, like in any field.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, she's in her position for a reason.
Yeah,
She busted her ass.
I mean, she's killing it.
Right.
I'm sorry, she's fucking working hard, like just wonderful.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm gonna give my bag of dicks to.
The bag of dicks.
Let me preload the fucking song real quick. I did not have that ready.
Nice.
Basically, the bag of dicks is a segment where I give people a bag of dicks for being basically dumb as fuck. And I'm not versed on where this was in Florida, but
It's always
Florida again.
Florida
Oh,
again.
shit.
But a city in Florida had a council meeting, and one of the representatives in Florida, basically they got into an argument because the representative stood up for the city, saying that they shouldn't be turning lights off to people who can't go to work right now, who don't have a job because of the coronavirus and stuff like that. And
I mean,
I apologize for not having my information in order. This kind of just came out of nowhere because we had a lot of other stuff to talk about, and I didn't really prepare a bag of dicks or whatever. But if you go on YouTube, look up Florida council meeting like argument or something like that, and it's pretty dope. So once you watch the video, if you haven't already, then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And that whole council or whatever you want to call it gets the bag of dicks.
Damn. Bruh.
Hit him with it.
Thank you, Antonio Brown.
Fucking.
Wait,
Chad, you got a riddle?
yeah. What was
I
last
got a
week's real
riddle.
quick?
All right, so last week's riddle. Why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover?
All right,
Oh.
Yo. real quick. I think didn't we answer that?
Wait, no. We did. We have the answer.
Yeah, at the end of the podcast. Real quick, let's do our. Wow, that's us. Let's do our positive thought of the week.
Oh,
Oh.
all right.
I didn't
Chad, real
really-
quick. Say that again, so that the people in the chat and stuff like that can try to give the answer to your riddle of the week for last week. So basically, for the people that are watching, I know that there's people on Facebook Live right now watching and stuff like that. We do this thing every week called the riddle of the week, where Chad will give a riddle. We'll try to answer it. If we don't, we suck. And he'll restate the one that was last week's, and then he'll give another one for next week. Go ahead, Chad.
Why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover?
All right. So real quick, we're going to leave that hanging. And if you guys want to jump in the chat real quick and answer that question,
Why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover? Damn it.
we'll come back to that in like 5 minutes.
You're all smart people. You know it.
Yeah.
You know the fucking answer. Oh, my watch just told me to stand the fuck up. It's like, hello, you lazy piece of shit. Stand up.
Chad, starting with you, man. What are you? What's going on?
What are you
in life right now?
happy
What are you
about?
What's your positive
My
thought of the week?
positive thought of the week? Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm glad I still have a fucking job.
That's
That's a good one,
That's a damn good
honestly.
one. That's a damn good one.
As shit
And then
as it can be on the day to day, because I know I work at the same place. It can be shit, but also there's people out there who don't have motherfucking jobs right now. So yeah, we're blessed to be deemed essential, and also start fucking paying us like we're essential. Damn it.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
15
yo,
hours sound $15 an hour
we
sound
got
real
a,
good right
Yeah.
now.
we got a $1 raise
Yes, we sure did.
because of the virus.
I know,
Forgot
that
to
was
mention
very
that.
nice, wasn't it? I love that.
Yeah, it's only temporary. Wish it was forever, but it's cool.
I know,
I'll
right?
take something.
Yeah, I wish they were doing more, but I mean, at least it's not nothing.
Right.
What about you, Zay? What's your positive? You
This
got
was
it?
actually hard this week.
Yeah, it's been a lot of shit, man.
It's been a crazy week.
Yeah, it has.
My positive thought for the week is, I
What?
think somebody, Brittany, you got that right.
Yay!
Hey.
I think that
We'll spill it after.
the positive thought of the for me is, knowledge is really powerful.
Yes, it sure is.
And to have the ability, because for me personally, like I'm critical of myself, like often when I'm wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong.
Right.
But I like waking up knowing that no matter how annoying I may sound or come off or whatever, I like knowing that like I have the ability to read beyond a headline or look at something and then dig into the why and the when and the how, rather than just kind of like believe the things that you see at the surface.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that just as like going forward, I think that the coronavirus has taught me a lot as far as like how to handle certain situations, how to gain knowledge and how to self-teach myself, so I'm prepared for a situation like this. Like we were on top of this like damn near 5 weeks ago when I
Yeah.
first started texting you about this.
Right.
And like just understanding that like being able to be knowledgeable of stuff like that is never a bad thing. It's you can always find the positives and stuff like that out of that, and it can help you a lot in the long run.
Being prepared. Prepare
Yeah,
for the
definitely,
worst.
Definitely.
It can't hurt, honestly.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
My positive, my positive thing for the week. Honestly, I'm pretty happy about the way that Ohio is dealing with it. Like, I'm glad that they're doing the things that they're doing. I feel lucky to live in a state that is doing things.
Taking it
Rather
seriously.
than, yeah, because I mean, Ohio was one of the very first like states to kind of come up with their little action plan and have things underway. And so I feel lucky about that. I feel happy, and hopefully that it will help, curb the scariness of everything, and hopefully it'll make a difference. Hopefully it'll make a difference.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say this real quick too. If we should all take anything from this situation, it's Ohio is proving why choosing Republican and Democrat shouldn't matter going forward. You should really vote off of policy and what
Yes, like
what-
look at the ideals. Think like what
represents you
Yeah.
as a
Exactly.
person, what represents your standards as a person. Now, I think that black people as a whole, they get so caught up on the fact that for so many amount of years, whatever, we've been mainly Democratic, but a lot of people don't know that the black people as a whole used to be full-blown Republican until the civil rights movement and stuff like that.
Right.
And all those ideas are out the window because we have a governor in Mike DeWine who is a Republican, and me and Kylie were sitting when he was getting elected like, fuck, like we don't want this dude in office.
No.
Yet I think that Ohio and New York as a state, both of the states have handled and been absolute leaders to the rest of the country on how to handle this coronavirus situation.
Yeah,
And honestly,
like,
I
take
think
it
it-
as an example.
I think you really have to pick and choose because, sure, Mike DeWine is handling this really well. Like he's doing the things that you would expect and want your leader to do. But for me, like and I don't know where he stands on these things, but like, for example, for me, like my reproductive rights are extremely important to me and to women in general. And so, like, okay, I'm just going to try and find the person that I agree with on the most topics. Like, it's no shit that not every single candidate is going to, like, I'm not going to have the same ideals 100%.
Right.
But trying to find and prioritizing because, like, what is more important to you? Like, you know what I mean? So just trying to find the best option for yourself, but don't sell yourself short, man. Just
Exactly.
don't sell yourself short. You
Exactly.
can't give up your reproductive rights, ladies.
All right, so let's get back to this question of the week for last week. Chad, what was the question one more time, and then give the answer.
All right, so last week's riddle: why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover?
And
Because you don't want to press your luck.
Yep.
Brittany Marie,
Yep, she got it right.
she got it right on
Yep.
the
Shout
Facebook
out.
chat. So
Yep.
shout out to her.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, you win.
You win nothing.
Sorry, we should really give away something one time.
Yeah.
Should we go
We'll give
over?
him a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go give Brittany Marie a friend request on Facebook.
She's gonna be like,
She
"Yo,
just
don't
gets, like-
fucking do that."
Don't
The
fucking
hell?
do that. I don't want all these random ass.
You guys want to
friends.
go over my titles?
Yeah, let's do the next riddle of
Yeah.
the week first, and then we'll.
Oh,
we'll
oh,
All right,
shit,
so
my
this
bad.
week's riddle. This week's riddle. You use a knife to slice my head
Ooh,
and weep beside me when I am dead. What am I?
you repeat that one more time.
You use a knife to slice my head and weep beside me when I'm dead. What am I?
Is it flowers?
It's a little- No, but Jesus.
Motherfucker,
Flower.
stop.
It wasn't right
That was
anyway.
dark, bro.
What?
That was
You thinking
dark.
you thinking funerals and shit?
I don't know. I cry when my flowers die. What the fuck?
Yeah, that is
be
true.
dark.
Actually,
I'm very
Kylie gets
attached.
emotional with their flowers, bro.
I literally cried.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. I cried when my plant died once. He was like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "My plant died." Oh God.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just leave it at that.
Cut my head off. What the hell?
Fucking Facebook is just ended.
What ended?
The Facebook Live.
Wait, why?
I'm not sure. Just got cut short.
Oh, okay.
Might be a time limit or something like that you can go live on there.
Oh, okay.
So next week, since it's our 1 year anniversary, we're going to try to piece together some of our best moments over the last year and kind of do like a
Like
celebration.
a little compilation.
Yeah. And, you know, just kind of like celebrate the fact that, you know, you guys have been rocking with us for the last year and everything like that. And we definitely appreciate that. I 1000%. I'm putting on the finishing touches on the website.
Chad, is it an onion?
Whoa! What
Is
the
it?
fuck? It's all right. I got a backup one. It's cool.
Chad, you're a dick. I mean,
It's
Kylie,
an
you're a dick.
onion.
It's an onion. dude. It's an
Kylie's
onion.
a dick.
I got it right after
Damn.
Jade.
Kylie-
Jade said a pepper. I said, wait, a onion.
Kylie gets the bag of
It's
dicks for
a-
next week.
Fuck
Fucking-
you. Jade
I
got
have an
it
extra
too.
She
All right,
did
all right.
get it.
Should we do an extra or
Yeah,
should we
let's
wait?
just bust out another one real quick.
Okay,
We're
go
gonna leave
ahead,
this-
Chad.
Don't answer this goddamn one, Kylie.
Sorry.
No matter what the chat says.
What can point in every direction, but can't reach the destination by itself?
Oh, that's easy.
I'll read it.
What can point
read it
in
one more
every
time.
direction? Okay, go ahead.
What can point in every direction, but can't reach the destination by itself?
Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
Don't guess it.
All right.
Hmm.
The website will be done by next week. I want to make sure that that's. It looks
Oh,
great.
we're hopping on it, dude.
It looks great. So far. So if you guys go into the website right now and you'll see the old shit right now that's not updated for a reason. It's because we're gonna have everything revamped. It represents the changes that we've made to the actual studio here at the East Park Garden.
Our 1 year is next week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's-
Holy
one
shit.
year.
That is wild.
52 episodes.
It's something that like I want to say first of all, I'm extremely proud of us
So
for what we've
proud.
been able to accomplish.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Um,
1 year straight too.
No,
It's
we haven't missed a single
Zero
breaks,
breaks.
Nothing.
no breaks. We haven't skipped a week. If we have missed, I think one day where we recorded. I mean, where we put an episode out late, maybe a day or something like that. That was one time. I think I remember.
It was probably on Saturday.
Right.
So it was still within
Right.
the week.
It's so wild, bro.
I can't explain like how proud I am, but this is just
It's
literally the
insane,
beginning.
man.
Still, we
Yeah.
got so much more. We got a ceiling that we are trying to reach or whatever. And even when we reach that ceiling, we're gonna break through it and keep going. So, for you
Hell
guys
yeah.
that are watching and listening, we thank you. We hope that you guys continue being, letting us be a part of your lives and stuff like that on a weekly basis. And as we go forward, just kind of like keep making this the best podcast that we can possibly ever make it. Kylie, with
Let's go over
titles real
my
quick.
titles. Okay, so this is what you didn't write any?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
okay.
suck at it. I was trying
No,
to
it's okay.
produce and everything.
So these are my titles. I'll just go down the list. Boy, oh boy. I just thought
Boy,
it was
oh
funny.
boy.
I just thought it was funny that we said that. Do we have an offer for you? That was also at the beginning. I thought that was funny. Double stream or team, double stream.
Double
We said
stream
that.
team.
Okay.
Double stream.
Okay.
Stress free in quotations. Because that's
Yeah,
Chad's
right.
catchphrase.
It literally is.
I just fill it up to full.
That's it, bro. That's got to be it.
That's
That's it.
gotta be it.
That's
right
it.
Okay,
there,
we like
bro.
that one.
That's
Wait,
it.
I got more. I just fill it up to full. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, Jade. Martial law, obviously.
I might get beat up over that, so I don't want to do that.
Donald Trump is fucking gay.
No, I'm cool on that.
No,
one.
we can't. Definitely, we'll get fucked
We'll
for
get
that
flagged
one.
and shit, bro.
Donald Trump comes out.
That's borderline.
That's borderline.
Chad loses his train of thought.
Constantly, dude, for no reason.
That's facts.
That should be every time you lose your train of thought. It should be like episode 51. Chad.
Shade.
Jade. I combined y'all's names. That's so funny. Chad loses his train of thought number 1. Chad loses his
We should
train of
just
thought
do
number
shots
2.
every time Every time
Yes.
he uses his
Oh
thought.
my god, like a bloopers thing.
I got a couple more. I'm into cokeheads, obviously.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
The whitest episode yet.
That okay? Put that over there with the other one.
The whitest episode yet. Okay. Florida.
Florida
I
is
think,
that's actually pretty clever.
I think I was going somewhere with that. I just forgot to keep writing. I just wrote Florida. The most Florida episode yet.
I like that one too.
And then I'll at Cody Diller for this one. Kylie for Prez 2036 because he put that in the chat. Kylie for president
Good shit.
2036. Thought that one was funny.
Yo, so all right, what 3? You narrowed it down to 3.
Yeah,
What's
I
3 you have?
got 3. I got the whitest episode yet,
Okay.
the most Florida episode yet,
Okay.
and I just filled it up to full.
That one has to be it, bro.
It's gotta be that.
Let's shorten it a little bit. I filled it up to full.
I just fill it up to full.
Okay, I just fill it up to full.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
I just fill it
I
up
like
to full,
that.
yo.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So episode 51,
I
titled
just
"I Just Fill It Up to Full," is a wrap. Make sure you guys tune in next week. We'll do this all over again. Have some fun. Hopefully, Chad will be back in the studio with us. And if
Yes.
not, then we'll do this
We'll do this again.
cycle all over again.
Yes.
Chad, stick with us a little bit for after the recording, whatever, so we can have a post-show meeting and all that shit like that. But with that being said, my name is Xavier.
My name is Kylie.
The not so bad Chad.
What is good?
Bella, you in quarantine. Take us out. Good shit. Good shit.
Fire episode. Heat.
Hey, yo, that was still recording.
What is that?
Hey.
We've got a